There was a murder recently. Can you identify that man? The thing is, I heard that he was wearing the same kind of costume that you are. I mean, the thing is, the only reason I'm asking you is because I think he might have been impersonating a police officer, because when he murdered this man, he was actually wearing a costume that looked just like the one that you're wearing. Okay. And so I didn't know if he was impersonating a police officer, and that'd be pretty dangerous. Yeah. Right? Having somebody dressing up like a cop.
I'm not it.
Do the people need to be worried about a murderer on the loose, or is he?
Very nice to meet you, sir. Thank you very much.
So he's still on the streets?
Before the video starts, let me give you a little bit of context about what's going on here. A few weeks ago, an Arlington police officer pulled over a vehicle with 2 occupants inside. He said that he smelled marijuana inside of the vehicle, and so he was going to have to search it. The driver began to roll up his windows, started the car, put it in drive. As he's rolling up the windows, the officer is putting his hands inside of the car. As the driver puts the car into drive and starts driving away, the officer grabs onto the window, jumps onto the running board, and fires into the vehicle, killing the driver. Now, I'm not saying that people should flee from the police, but just recently, Roy Oliver was convicted of murder after shooting into a vehicle that was moving away from him. There was no reason for the officer to jump onto this vehicle, and there was no reason for him to shoot and kill the driver. He simply killed him because he was upset that the driver would dare to drive away from him. I've posted a link in the description to a news story about the incident that also includes the body cam and dash cam footage. This video is in reference to that shooting.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's James Freeman. I'm out here at Arlington Police Department in Arlington, Texas. And we're out here looking for a murderer. Let me pull out these papers I've got here. The picture that I've got here is in black and white, and it's not the best quality, but right there, that officer, I know it's hard to really tell who he is, but if you know him, then you might recognize him by the picture. Well, he murdered this man right here just a few weeks ago. He seems to be on the run, seems to be a fugitive from the law. And I'm not sure if Arlington PD is harboring a fugitive or what. And it's starting to rain again. I'm gonna see some officers in there, so we're gonna go see if they've seen this guy. Leave my umbrella out here. I'm kind of looking for somebody. You might be able to help me find them. What's that?
Who's that person?
Well, I don't have their name. There was a murder recently, and I think you guys are aware of it. I don't know if you guys have a bulletin posted with his picture here. I think I might have seen that you guys posted it though.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, here's the picture right here. Can you identify that man? I know it's a really blurry picture. It's really difficult to see. I heard that he was wearing. Don't know. Okay. The thing is, I heard that he was wearing the same kind of costume that you are. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't know if you guys are affiliated with him.
I don't know who he is.
No? Okay. All right. He was wearing a costume just like yours that said Arlington on it with a patch when he murdered the guy.
Don't know.
Don't know?
No, sir.
All right. What was your name?
Beckman?
Beckman?
No, sir.
All right. Is there a supervisor here who might recognize him? I don't think he'd be one of your guys because he committed murder, but he was wearing one of your costumes.
Okay. You talk to a sergeant?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe they'll recognize him.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's difficult to see in the picture, but I figure if someone actually knew him, then they would recognize him, if you know. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Just trying to get killers off the street, you know.
Yeah, got a gentleman who wants to talk to sergeant about video. Sergeant identified an officer involved in
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Just trying to keep the streets safe, you know what I mean? Hey, how you guys doing? Good. What's your name? Sergeant Mislimovich. All right. How you doing?
Lieutenant Branch.
Lieutenant Branch. How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Hey, in an effort to try to keep our streets safer, I've got a young family, and so I'm really worried about crime going on in the area. I was looking for if somebody could identify this man right here. I know that it's a really poor quality picture, but I figured that if one of you guys have seen him before, that you might recognize it based on that.
No, sir, what's your name?
Oh, I didn't give it.
Okay, that's why I'm asking you. What's your name?
Oh, I don't want to give it. I'm just a journalist trying to figure out who the murderer is.
He doesn't work out of this police station.
No, okay. He was wearing I understand you guys have multiple stations. I don't know if he works for Arlington Police or not, but he was wearing a costume that looks a lot like what you're wearing. It said Arlington on it, Arlington Police, and so that's why, I didn't know if someone was out impersonating a police officer, murdering people, or if...
Okay, so if you have any more questions about this individual in the photo, you'll have to contact our media department.
Okay.
And they're at the main station at 620 West Division.
620 West
Division Street.
Division Street? Okay. All right. Sounds good. So you're saying he definitely doesn't work out of here. Do you know if he works for Arlington
If you want
Police at
more
all?
questions, go to 620 West Division. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank
We're
you.
just trying to fight crime and keep the streets safe. You know what I mean? Thanks, guys. If you found him, would you arrest him? Have a good one, man.
This seems incredibly strange. All of these officers seem incredibly disinterested that there's potentially a murderer on the loose wearing one of their costumes.
All right, guys, we're going to go to the next precinct. Hey, what's up, guys? It's James Freeman out here with David at Arlington Police Department, our second Arlington location. Out here with David. What's up, guys? We're looking for a murderer, right?
Trying.
OTT Cribs, Public Safety Center, 620 West Division Street. It's red, but it's open. Hey, we're just looking for... Sorry, go ahead. You good?
Good, thank you.
No problem. We're just looking for a wanted suspect.
Okay.
I think you guys have already shared some information about him. And we were just seeing if we could get his name so that people in the community can help track him down. And I think he's on the run still, from what I understand. I don't think he's been arrested yet. I've got a picture here. It's not a very good quality picture, but maybe if you've seen him before, you'll recognize him. He's, I know it's black and white and it's not great quality, but he's the guy right there at the window.
Okay.
Have you seen him before?
We don't release information on anybody like that.
On murderers or?
We don't release information like that.
This is really strange. It seems that if somebody robs a 7-Eleven and murders the clerk, we have the name of the murderer by the time the 10 o'clock news comes on. So I'm not quite sure what he means when he says, we don't release information on anyone like that. Maybe you guys can call the department and get clarification on that.
If you wanted to get information like that, you would have to speak with the public information officer.
Okay. Well, maybe I could speak with the public information officer then. Yeah, the thing is, the only reason I'm asking you is because I think he might have been impersonating a police officer, because when he murdered this man, he was actually wearing a costume that looked just like the one that you're wearing.
Okay.
And so I didn't know if he was impersonating a police officer, and that'd be pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? Having somebody dressing up like a cop. And,
Where'd you get that from? That was released from the police department, wasn't it?
it was, and so I figured if they released this, then I think that they were looking for
So you
this.
should probably speak with the public information officer then.
Okay, are they here at this building?
I don't know. You could call them and see if they're here.
Well, I was directed to this building to speak with them.
Okay.
So
You could call them and see if they're here.
I can't just come in and see if they're here? I have to let them know I'm coming first?
You could see if they're available, if they're here, and you can leave a message, and if they're not here, then they can meet with you.
Cool. What's your
Make
name?
An arrangement.
What's your name?
I'm Brenning.
Brenning?
Officer Brenning.
Do you think maybe you could call him? and see
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great if you could do that. Yeah. Is he an officer then, or is he actually
Who's this?
a fake?
Who's that?
The guy in the picture? Do you know if he's an officer or if he's actually just a guy in a
I
costume?
would believe he's a police officer if that camera footage is being released from the police department.
Okay, it's just with Halloween coming up and, you know, guys dressing up in silly
I just
costumes.
don't know, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's Arlington PD footage that was released, right?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Someone gave this to me. I don't know where they got it from. We can make assumptions, but I don't have any clarifications on it. That's kind of what I came here
I'm
for.
pretty sure it was released by the police department.
Okay.
So no one answered that phone number, so.
Okay. What time do you guys close?
Well, the police department never closes.
All right, maybe we'll just hang out and just ask all the officers we see if they recognize
So,
him.
yeah. Yeah, I think they might, you guys were over here filming in the back parking lot?
I'm not sure. We came from.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
'Cause
what.
somebody called it in, that's why I asked, so.
Oh, okay. It might be somebody else because I'm not sure which
As soon
direction.
as you walked in, they called, so.
Oh, really?
It might be related, that's why I was trying to.
I think there's quite a few journalists around the area,
Okay.
kind of looking for. Well, yeah.
They describe you, so,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
What,
So,
what was the description?
well, two people on this side of the building, and you walked in about that time, so.
Or what was the description of the suspect?
They said two people.
Oh,
on
okay,
this
just
side of the
two
building.
people?
Yeah, so that's what I got, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So if you found.
Let me tend to all these other people,
Yeah,
okay?
sure. Hey, if you see him,
You
make
walk
sure.
out the seat?
Yeah. If you see him, make sure and arrest him. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, man. How you doing? Have you seen this guy? This man right here jumped onto this man's car while he was driving and fired into his car, killing him.
Oh, I heard about this story.
Yeah, so we're looking for this suspect right here. From what we understand, he's rogue. He is on the loose. He has not been arrested. He has not been apprehended by police. So we have a rogue murderer dressed as a police officer running around on the streets. Arlington PD initially was acting as if they were going to be transparent about it. They released the body cam footage, and then I don't know if you heard about Botham Jean in Dallas. Shortly after this, Botham Jean was murdered, and all the attention went over there, and the chief kind of just stopped talking about it. Nothing else has been released. And so we were under the impression that his name was going to be released. He would be, I mean, at the very least, put on administrative leave while they investigate themselves and decide that they've done nothing wrong, like they normally do. But from what we understand, we don't even know what's going on with them at all. And all of a sudden, they've shut up and they're not talking anymore. So we just came to notify the public that this dangerous killer is on the loose, and that be on the lookout for him, and see if the department has any intentions of doing anything about it.
So he's not a real police officer?
You know, I don't think real police officers murder people, do they?
They ain't supposed to. They ain't supposed to.
I mean, you know, I don't know.
They ain't supposed to. They
He was wearing a patch that said Arlington PD, and now Arlington PD is trying to protect him. I guess, you know, maybe harboring a fugitive. I don't know. Maybe he is a real officer. I can't imagine an officer would murder a man, huh? Just shocking in America.
Oh, yeah. It really is. That never happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, so we're just looking for him. So I guess we'll just let all the folks around here know. Ask all the officers. If you go online, you can print off this picture. Just take it around with you and let them know, hey, we're on the lookout for this criminal. You know, let all your neighbors know. Let all your friends know. He's on the loose.
I'll do that.
Or at least we can only assume he's on the loose because the department has all of a sudden stopped being transparent about it. Good. Hey,
I'm Lieutenant Rodriguez.
how you doing, Rodriguez?
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Real quick, sir. Mm-hmm. You're able to be in our lobby, protest, whatever you need to do, sir.
Oh, no, I'm
Okay?
not.
Okay.
I don't need any
all-
instructions.
All I ask you to do is allow normal business to occur. If you have any questions about the incident you're going to ask questions about, There's my business card in the media office, okay?
All right, thank you. So have you
Reach
seen
out to
this?
them. Sir?
Have you seen this man?
Sir?
Have you seen this man?
Sir?
Have you seen him?
If you're refusing to take my card, I'm trying to give you an option.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So, thank you. What was your name? Rodriguez? Rodriguez. Have you seen this man?
Sir, I just explained to you, I can't answer your question. You can contact that number right there,
Can you,
and they'll help you.
can you at least tell me if he's on duty still or not?
I'm not in.
Do the people need to be worried about a murderer on the loose, or is he?
Very nice to meet you, sir. Thank you very much.
So he's still on the streets then?
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, we'll just assume the murderer is still loose. Thanks, man. All right, guys, so at the very least, we've got a number here. He wrote the number 817-459-5776. Lieutenant P. Rodriguez. I'm sorry, my camera's shaking. I've got it on my chest. As I talk, it shakes. Number 2012. So there you go. There's some phone numbers for you guys. I'll leave it there for a second, give you some time to get them. So that you can inquire about what's going on. Now, as I understood it, the chief was going to be really transparent about what's going on here. That's all we need. You know, if they'll just put out the press releases on what's going on, we wouldn't need to come in and dig for them. You know, no, that's all. Just keep the people informed and up to date on what is happening. Don't go mute. So there you go, guys. Hopefully we won't have to sick the Batusai on them again. I know they don't like the Batusai. The Batusai spent years training these tyrants. He'd be very upset to see that they're stepping out of line again. He jumped onto the guy's truck and
Grab the window, jump underneath.
did the "I fear for my life, pew, pew, pew" thing. If you don't jump onto moving vehicles, then you won't need to fear for your life, right?
Common sense would tell you that.
I mean, I don't jump onto moving vehicles.
I typically don't.
Let's see if this guy knows.
Hey, I'm with the DA.
Yeah, no problem. I'll wait.
So,
Did you say the DA? Oh, great. I'd love to talk to you too if I can.
Well, we got a meeting, so.
Oh, how convenient. Yeah.
So we're waiting on another guy.
Yeah, cool. No, that's convenient. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all right. I sent out a big email to some of those guys.
They're gonna push the button on the outside.
Okay.
So just tell them that. And then the lady will say, I'm here for you, you're gonna buzz them in and conference.
Should be awesome.
Right. Holloway? Yes.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, have you seen this man?
Sure have.
You have?
That's cool. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? I'm doing good.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate the transparency.
I have no idea what's going on here. There's a murderer on the loose, and those individuals that we've hired to arrest and prosecute murderers really couldn't care less. What is going on?
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and leave. I do just want to let you know if somebody is here that can give me anything at all, then that way when I post the story, people won't have so many questions that they'll be calling to get answered. You know what I mean? I can just give them a complete story of everything that I can give them.
Did somebody come to speak with you?
Yeah, he did. And
Shook your hand?
yeah, and he gave me the same card that you did, and he didn't give me any information about whether he's on leave or anything at all. I understand there's some things they can't give. But the chief initially was talking about being transparent, and he was in the beginning by releasing the footage. And then all of a sudden, everything just shut down, and it's been a stonewall since then.
If the lieutenant gave you that same information that I gave you, that's what I would do. I'd call them.
I'd just hate to post, to make the video public with zero information, because that makes thousands of people question and come for the information themselves, rather than one person getting it and dispersing it to everybody.
That's the information I can release.
All right. Well, I've done my best. What was your name again? I know you already told me. Brenning, all right. Thanks, man. I've done my best to try to get what I could, but I'm sure people will have a good one. Oh, we met the DA. Wow, great. We'd love to speak with you also. No, thanks. See the way she rolled her eye? You probably didn't from your angle. The way she rolled her eyes when I said I'd love to speak with her too. She's like, oh, the sheep wants to redress grievances. Please. Please, you petty fool. You don't get to talk to me. Right.
Sorry. I just paid your salary.
Right.
You could at least thank me.
Visitation hours. This does not look like City Hall.
This might be the jail.
Hey, we're looking for somebody. Do you think you can help us find him?
Perhaps.
What's your name?
Who are you looking for, sir?
I'm looking, well, first off, I'd like your name, but I'm looking for the man right here at the window. I know it's a really blurry picture.
No, I don't know who that is.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. Be on the lookout for him. He's believed to be armed and dangerous, and he's wearing a costume that looks a lot like yours.
I see.
Cool? All right. Yeah, be on the lookout. Hide the women, hide the children, okay? Wow. Greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends, to protect and serve. The officer's name was finally released as Bao Tran. Almost a year later, he was indicted on a charge of criminally negligent homicide, a state jail felony. Had you or I jumped onto a moving vehicle, fired into it, and murdered the driver, we would have been in jail that night. This man spent the next 9 months working for the department before he was terminated and criminally charged.